none of them knew what they were talking about.
Yeah, but
and
still.
it was weird. And this is exactly
it's
what
weird
it says.
because it's new, man.
No,
Relax.
it's weird because those guys, they're trying to push something that just isn't there.
Because they're on Fox now. So
And
they
that's
get
it.
the
I
whole,
get it.
the
No,
whole
he gets that
cavalcade
too,
of
but
Fox
it's just
analysts.
It's cheese, man. It's cheese.
It's not cheese. It's
cheese.
change.
It's
It's
cheese.
change.
It's cheese.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you.
What is South Carolina?
No,
George
listen,
know
South
anyways?
Carolina, George was not happy that you, because he thought highly of you, and I always
I
told
think
him
highly of him.
I've told him for years. Don't.
Look,
Don't.
it can be better.
No.
I'm not saying. Look, South Carolina.
Don't
George,
think highly of
Hold
Dimitri.
on a
That's
second.
what I kept saying.
AEW can be better. I get it, but it's not right now. Come on, look at the product,
better.
man. Look at the product.
better.
But, hold on a second. Hold on a sec. First of all, who's that guy with Chris Jericho that literally weighs 145 pounds? Am I supposed to believe that this guy's something elite? They're not there yet, man.
Come on.
They're not there
He's
yet.
there.
Relax.
He's a teenage kid.
Is he done high school? This is the guy rolling
his
with
parents let him
Jericho.
out.
And Jericho's like 50.
He's the same as
I love the
Johnny
Jericho.
Hockey. That kid's Johnny Wrestling.
I love the
Let
Jericho,
him out.
but come on, man, relax.
I'm just telling you.
He looks like
we
me
might
when-
have lost a listener because of your intake.
He looks like me when I was 21 and smoking.
If you
That's
look
not a
like
good
that,
look.
do you
It's-
think you look like that when you're 21?
Yeah, and it's not a good look. I'll tell you right now.
I don't know.
I filled out a bit. I'm feeling
Come on.
fine.
Come
Well,
on.
I lost a bit recently. I
You know
filled out
what?
a little too much, and I came back.
You're back again. That's
Came
one
back.
of the. That's how we start podcast number 98. Wow. Yeah.
98.
98.
Crazy.
I love it. Hello, Jeff.
Hey,
How's it going, buddy?
happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
That's
gobble
right.
gobble day to both of you.
Yeah.
Canadian gobble
Canadian
gobble day.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now I got a quick little thing. Okay, there's not a lot of things I'll always say to our American counterparts with regards to how they do everything bigger and better. But Thanksgiving, they do it way bigger, way better.
It's thought
They got
process behind it.
Football all day, this, that. So being that we have Thanksgiving on a different, isn't it? We make our own identity. Why was there no hockey on or CFL on yesterday or the other day? Talk about missed opportunities.
It's crazy. Like you were waiting for the Packers game at night.
Yeah.
On Canadian Thanksgiving. Which,
Weird.
don't get me wrong, we love that.
I watched the parade. I got to say it was weak. They mixed the Oktoberfest with the Thanksgiving.
See, there you
See?
go. There it is. We're stealing other people's ideas.
We're too nice.
Yeah, we're too nice.
We want to be all things to all people. We're
No.
too nice. Look, I want to get into the Black Friday deals and then happy Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
let's shoot some shotguns in the air and let the world know that for heaven's sakes we're thankful.
Come on, Canada. What
Step
happened to
it
us?
up.
We used to have our own identity. We used to be our own person.
But you're absolutely right. Like, the NHL has done such a great job with these Heritage Classics, Winter Classics. I mean, how the CFL should jump right on this, the Thanksgiving Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, do a nice retro throwback in a different place everywhere. Like, what a great marketing.
Nice
point.
early into the season, too. So it's not like you're.
Turkey kick.
Yeah.
The turkey kick.
The turkey. That's
See?
Well, we're basically writing the script for this entire country
We're
once
idea guys.
again.
We're idea guys.
Unbelievable. Excellent. So how was Turkey Day? Did you eat a lot of turkey? Are you a turkey guy?
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind
Or
it. Okay.
ham?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, tough one. I'm going to say turkey because if you can nail the turkey, you win because the ham I find's easy.
All right. Well, white meat or
White meat. I won't even go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the dark meat.
You do like the dark meat.
It's much
I don't
more
know.
moist.
It just, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But you got to have a good gravy, which, by the way, this guy over here,
Yeah.
I nailed the turkey.
Right.
And I nailed the gravy, too.
It's a big
This is
thing.
unbelievable what I did.
It's all
crazy.
about the roux. It's all about the roux.
Didn't even use roux.
Didn't use it.
I used a touch of cornstarch. I'm not going to lie, just a touch.
That's touch.
Not a lot.
Touch
Couldn't
and
even
go.
taste it. But butter's my friend. See, it's
Oh.
all temperature control. You
Well done.
You can't do when it's all hot. You got to know how to reduce. Anyways, I can't tell all my
No,
secrets.
don't give them all. Don't get them all.
I won't.
Did you watch a lot of? You said yesterday, watch that Packers game. Look,
Yeah.
we'll get to it during the NFL segment. To all you Packer haters out there,
I see nothing wrong.
Dimitri and I can admit, and we'll admit it in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
fair
We'll get
enough.
to it in a second. Relax. But did you watch anything else? Anything else?
Yes,
get on
I
you?
know. I did. I did.
Hey, calm down.
Hold
Calm
on.
down.
I'm excited.
Just
Wow.
calm down.
I'm excited, and it's a buzzkill. Okay, I will calm and
Okay,
relax.
go.
Come on,
I'm just
man.
saying.
I just got you.
You get
Just
excited.
going. I'm
I'm just
excited.
trying to
when
calm
I'm
you
here. I
down.
like seeing
Just
you.
trying
I
to-
like seeing Jeff.
fair enough.
So okay, I had the privilege to go to this game,
Right.
Which in person was unbelievable. But it just so happens, again, this goes back to your point about what I get excited for Canadian Thanksgiving.
It's true.
But the game I get excited for the most
Yeah.
is the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em horns!
Yeah.
I love that game. The Red River rivalry, it's classic. It's amazing. Like I said, I've actually been to the game in Dallas, Texas. And I mean, it was disappointing. I'm a Longhorns guy. I'm grandfathered in, doctored in. But they're good games.
Yeah.
No matter where they are. But it seems like Oklahoma, the last, I could say almost a decade, has just laid a thumping on the Longhorns.
Well, you know what? The Texas went through what's the word? They fell down. They tripped. They got their hand slapped by the NCAA.
Yeah, they decided to go green. This is what happens when you go green.
Some things happening, right? But Oklahoma's a tough program, man. And they're about to have their third straight Heisman Trophy winners. So, don't be too hard on yourself and the Longhorn fans.
Yeah, fair point.
Hearns is a machine. Now, but you wanted me to bring it up early. You told me to bring it up early. You wanted to rant about something. You want to rip.
I'm already feeling.
That's what I was saying. I thought you were going to bring that up.
I'm already feeling neck pains.
Go ahead.
I'm very upset.
I got to hear this because I've been waiting for it.
Look,
I actually don't know what he's talking about.
Let me tell you something, okay? It's the Washington Nationals. The Washington Nationals. They're not the Montreal Expos. They're done.
Yeah.
Get over it, okay? You pathetic losers. You are clinging on to the girlfriend that dumped your sorry butt 10 years ago.
10.
Like you said.
10.
Yeah, more. You're right. And like you have a chance. Like the relationship meant something.
Right.
And they've already had 4 kids and they're doing great planning retirement. Guys, I'm sick and tired of this. Guys, if a team leaves, a team leaves. They're
That's
not
right.
yours anymore. You couldn't do anything
Preach it,
to
brother.
keep them. You suck. You're out. And the other thing, too, I started thinking, I got mad because of the Nationals.
Right.
And then the stupid old Expo fans, yeah, these are our Expos. They ain't nothing to you. You know who else isn't nothing to you? The Colorado Avalanche are nothing to you. Because guess what? The Quebec Nordiques, you guys can't hold anything.
It's true.
You can't hold anything. I'm on record saying that the province of Quebec are now the Kardashians.
Whoa, be careful. We have some listeners.
I'm sorry, but I'm ranting, Mitch. It bothers me. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's it.
This is going crazy. Look, Quebecois, I hope you stay. Thank you for your downloads. Look, thanks for your downloads, but I got to rant. Stop it, you guys. You don't own anything.
It's true.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. These people, we are our Expos, our Nordiques. They're nothing.
Yes.
Stop it.
I agree with you.
Ah.
Well said.
Ah.
Well said. Wow. You were right. You did have a little bit of a rant
I got
there.
more neck pains.
You got more neck
pains. I think my sciatica's acting
what?
up. I don't even have sciatica.
Well said. No, you know what? You got a great point. Great point. They
just
left.
seen it all weekend.
It's 20 plus years ago.
Dear
Yeah, it's time to
Lord,
move
you
on,
guys.
Montreal
Move
Expo fans.
on.
Time to move on.
She doesn't like you
And
anymore.
with all due respect, though, do you know whose fault this is a little bit? Is Washington. This year, they played a few games in Montreal, and they even wore the jerseys. So they're kind of teasing Montreal a little bit, slightly. So I agree with you, but Washington's got to give a little bit. They can't keep reminding him. They can't be calling him and saying, hey, I miss you too. And then hanging up the phone. They can't be doing that.
Because that's not good.
That's not nice.
You can't have your cake and eat it
That's
too.
right. That's right.
You can't leave and move on. And, when you're around the neighborhood, you're right. But still, it doesn't matter.
That's fair.
Doesn't. You know what? Then the Expos should be like, no. We don't want you guys back.
That's true.
Bring the Brewers.
No, hey, whoa. The Brewers, they're a good organization.
Yeah, they are. But let them play in Montreal. Be like, no, you left us. We don't want anything to do with you.
Fair deal. I see what you're saying.
Brewers to
bring
Montreal
someone.
to play for a
Maybe
game
the
or two.
Marlins.
How about the Marlins?
The Marlins.
Yeah.
Actually, they're working on doing a half season. You know that, right? So next year, the Marlins, or the year after, they're literally working on half the years in Florida and the other half will be in Montreal. They're trying to do this weird thing. I don't know what's going to happen.
Poor Montreal. Apparently, it's the booty call.
It's the booty call. It's the booty call of the
Montreal,
MLB.
we're just kind of in the area. What are you doing tonight?
We're just going to be here for 4 games set.
Just 4 games.
Do you mind?
No. We don't got to do anything serious. Just come by. Just grab a coffee. Keep it small.
You,
4
sir.
days later.
You've got
4
it.
days later.
Well said. Listen,
Hey,
from there, what
here's
do we
some change.
got?
Take the bus. I'll call you.
What's on the itinerary today? What do we got?
Well, you know what? We just touched on baseball, of course. I know you say it after, but we are going to do the Major League Minute, my thing. Look, we're going to talk the NFL. We know that. That's fresh. Couple moves that have happened
Just
in the last
happened 2 seconds
5
ago.
minutes.
Breaking news. Jeff on the keyboards.
No, it's
Don't worry
okay.
about it. Don't worry. No, not that one. No.
Jeff, take your time. We'll do it later.
There it is. Just tell them what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. The Jacksonville Jaguars have officially traded Mr. Ramsey to the LA Ram Illuminati.
Oh boy. Great call. Good move by the LA.
Jeff,
And
hit that button again.
yes, because something else happened.
That's right. More breaking news. The LA Ram Illuminati are not done. They said, Ramsey, baby, come over here. Sorry, Mr. Peters.
You gotta
You're on
go.
the way out to the Baltimore Ravens. Guys, big action on the defensive side of the ball.
That's it. Well, that's where they're going to need the help. So we gave you a little bit of NFL, and there's a little bit more to come. Rapid banter, Major League Minute. You said it. We got the Maclin Minute. Big things in the CFL
Now, I
coming
know
up.
I went on a rant, but you got a little rant on your own on a little sport.
I got a little something that's coming up.
That's played on
it's coming
ice.
Up. It's coming up. Then we got Or is going to be throughout the segments.
Yeah.
And a little Maga Malaka.
That's right.
There it is. You want to start? We're a couple minutes in. Jeff, we are right on time. Right on time.
But I don't mind going a little bit late because before we start anything on this show, and Jeff, cue the music. You all know we got to bring to you the Headversity metrics of the week. That's right, headversity.com, the leader in workplace resilience, battling mental stigma. We told you they're working with the United States Hockey League. They work with corporations here in the city and around town. Guys, they're doing magnificent things. So you can make a profile, get on the newsletter, LinkedIn, all the channels, headversity.com. Join Dr. Ryan Todd, Dr. Karen McNeil, and all the boys and girls on their fabulous team. Now, when we get into the metrics, I gotta throw a metric your way that I don't know if I'm even really fond of, if I'm really happy about it, but it is what it is, and that's the number 3.
What's that?
Yeah, that's how many weeks Marketing Matt has been on his hiatus.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it. One day the car's broken. The other day, something came up. The other day, he's having the sex.
Do you think he's maybe like kind of giving us, he's kind of ghosting us, but he's not good at it? Yeah, is this the soft left?
Is he expoing us? You trying to Montreal expo us where you think you can come back anytime you want? No, but that's it.
Could be.
But thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God that, we don't have to rely solely on that.
Right.
We get to rely on a little place. And Mitch, how about you cue your music? That's right. We get to rely on a little place called Agape Greek Radio, AGAPE GreekRadio.com, where you can stream Real Locker Room Talk Friday, Saturday, Sunday, anywhere you are in the world. It's a fantastic thing. Check out the lineup. But more importantly, go to AgapeGreekRadio.com to check out the fashion show that's coming up on November the 2nd. Am I right? November the 2nd?
I believe you're right.
I believe I am right. So November the 2nd, they're doing it if you're in the Toronto area or surrounding, or even if you're not, fly down, get down there. They're putting on a great event. Again, find it on the website. Stan the Man and everyone working really hard. And it's a great thing.
Well, you know what? I can't wait. That's going to be an epic little fashion show kind of thing they're going to do there. I think it'll be fun.
A lot of things
A
planned.
lot of great things.
We're even going to be in a magazine.
They've asked us to be in this.
We're going to be in a magazine.
They have no idea what they've created here.
Amazing.
Monsters, if you will.
It's
Monsters.
Unreal. How good looking is that magazine?
I
gonna
wanted
be?
to let you know. So last week we were supposed to have that the golf tournament, the 3rd annual Greek Hellenic golf tournament.
Well, we were
scheduled
worried
to happen
because the weather.
Well, the weather won. Old
weather
Man
won.
Winter and Mother Nature tag teamed and literally put a blanket of snow all over the golf course. It was canceled. However, for all those that got in on it, and 144 participants, I believe it's July 2020, we're gonna be back. So don't worry. Hold on to that money. The community will hold on to it nice and tight.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold it. We're just putting it over here, and then we'll see you in July 2020. It's gonna be a great event. And you know what? I'm gonna take a wild guess. July's a lot better than October.
Could be.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be.
a little something. All right.
Smart choice.
Smart choice. Well done. So that's it. And
Well, you know what the good news is about that?
What's
really
that?
quick? The good news is that the people that couldn't get in because it was a sold out event.
Yeah.
In case some people can't make it, just get your name on that waiting list because guess what? You can get in now.
You're right.
You might be able to get in now.
Absolutely correcto.
There you go.
There we go. Let's start off this podcast with a little NHL.
He shoots, he scores.
Yeah, little touch and go. Just like we said last week, only a week in. Well, obviously we're 2 weeks in now. All right.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, hey, let me take a look at the standings. Let me see what's happening. Is Jonathan still staring at his crystal ball, and are all things that he said coming to fruition? Yeah, pretty close. Not bad at all, to be quite
Good
honest.
start for him.
Absolutely, it's a great start, and you got to get on his blog to just follow and see what's going on. However, there's a couple of anomalies that are going on. What about the Buffalo Sabres? 5-0 to start the season. I don't think anyone saw that coming. And then it's last year's dream team, the Carolina Hurricanes, at 5-1, also in the East. Tampa Bay, I don't see you. I don't know where you are. Boston, you're there. You're hovering. You're around there. You're doing your thing. Toronto, kind of faltered a little bit. Couple of losses last week in a row, causing some havoc over in the capital of the world. Over in the West, it's the Colorado Avalanche. South Carolina, Georgia's pick at 5-0. And it's the team only 3 hours north of us at 5-1 that is the talk of the town, if you will. The talk of the town. The Edmonton Oilers are easily leading the Pacific right now. But that takes me into something else. And in one quick second. So then I said, hey, what's one of my favorite things to do when I was younger? Love looking at the stats. Who's got the most goals? Who's got the most points? Well, right now it's Connor McDavid. 6 games in, he's got 12 points. Who's tied with him? It's a guy named Leon Draisaitl. He's also got 12. Wow. So 2 Oilers.
That's got to be it.
That's got to be it.
I mean, the rest of the league. Hold on, Mitch. Hold on a second.
Yeah, sure.
Who's winning in goals?
Because
guaranteed they do not have that spot.
No, you know what's hilarious about that? Sitting at this very table. I know I go on my little craziness once in a while. Dixon as the punter for the Seattle Seahawks, saying he's going to be the greatest punter, which he was that year.
You got that look in your eye.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's the real deal. James Neal. Leading the NHL in scoring. In 6 games, he has 8. I said on this very podcast 3 weeks ago that he's going to get 30. He's almost 1/3 there, and we're not even 10 games in, you guys. Now, this is the thing that makes me crazy. Last week, I kid you not, I probably got into 4 separate arguments about this exact scenario. Nuts. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know why? Because this is why. I'm a realist, Dimitri, and maybe it's one of the reasons that I get on people's nerves. But follow me on this and tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm honest. Because I respect your opinion.
Okay.
So if I'm off, you tell me if I'm off.
I will nip it at the butt.
Yes, please. The trade. I said weeks ago. You said it yourself, never trade interdivision. Never trade. It's never good. It'll blow up in your face possibly.
Don't marry the second cousin.
Exactly. Never marry your second cousin. You heard it here first on Real Locker Room Talk. Don't do it.
Just don't.
So, you got real deal, James Neal. He goes to Edmonton. We get Luch. Okay? In 6 games, Neal has 8 goals. Luch has gotten into a couple of fights, and I don't know if he's got any points. Maybe 1 or 2 points. Maybe he's got 1 assist. I don't think he has any goals. All right? Why are people here in Calgary justifying that as of right now, that this trade is exactly what we wanted? Listen, at the end of the season, this will be 100% verified if it was a good trade or a bad trade. But let's just look at exactly where we are.
Playoffs.
Sure, let's go to the playoffs. I'll give you that much. Fine. Yeah. But why is it that people here in Calgary right now think that this has been a fair trade? You guys, be realistic. Be realistic for 1 second. We got doused here. We got falsified. We traded a guy that had some juice left. We didn't think he had any. We traded him for somebody that we knew had no juice left. And we look horrible right now. But we look more horrible because we're not admitting our fault. We're not admitting that James is on fire right now. He is doing what he's doing. He's got 8 goals. I don't care if he's got 6 on the power play. He's got 8 goals. And the Luch, he's got penalties. He's getting into fights. But guess what? We could have got Luch, the exact same version, a younger version, and a much cheaper version. We didn't need him. I'm sorry. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's a MAGA. You know why? He's already won the cup. He's already done his thing. He's already made his money. So when you guys tell me right now that James Neal, Luch, as of 6 games into the season, has worked out in our favor, you are bona fide nuts. And I'm sick and tired of having this argument with everybody. Do I have a bigger platform than most people? Sure. But I'm going to use it to my advantage right now.
That's right,
Dimitri,
Mitch, we deserve it.
Tell me I'm crazy.
No, you're not crazy. You're absolutely right. And look, I was a proponent of the deal when it happened because I said, look, we got no production from Neal, so we might as well get a little bit of toughness and add it into it. It's like a wash. It's like Neil didn't exist last year.
That's right.
I get it. That's fine. But guys, Calgary fan, let me tell you something. You cannot sit here and tell me that a team that won the entire Western Conference that's sitting at 2-3 is winning the trade against the 5-1 and recently 5-1 Edmonton Oilers, where the guys got a 4-goal night, 8 goals in 6. Guys, we're losing the trade right now.
Yeah.
Just stop being in denial.
Just let
As
it go.
of right now,
Exactly.
we screwed ourselves.
Yeah.
Look, I can't even take it anymore. I never thought that the new Flames regime would go and do the very Calgary Flames thing like they always do. Guys,
nuts.
we're the problem.
Yes. We are our own
the problem.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
You know, like on the one side, I get it. James Neal's been bounced around a lot of teams. You got to wonder, how does a guy who's got scoring potential not stay on a team? Pittsburgh, Nashville, Dallas, Calgary, right? So, you know, Vegas, right? So I get like, okay, maybe there's something there, but can't use that to excuse. This guy's got crazy production right now. I guarantee there's no problem in the dressing room.
No, because he's you know what? He's the little baby, right? You give the baby its bottle and he's fine. And that's exactly it. Last year, let's call it what it is. I have reason to believe that James Neal just didn't like his situation here in Calgary. He wasn't on the top line and he made it known. He was probably a verbal guy. He went to the coach, he's one of those guys that went straight to the coach and said, hey, I want to be on the front line. And Coach Peter said, no, I don't want you on the front line. And that's where the animosity basically started from day one right to the very end. Well, hey, look, I'm no NHL coach and I don't really care at the end of the day, but it's kind of proven now. James Neal is not the kind of guy that's going to go into the corners and create his own play. It's very obvious that when he plays with good players, he's productive.
Yeah, he's just got a great
He
wrist
knows
shot.
what he's about.
That's
So
it.
he basically said to the coach, I kind of suck with good players around. Give me some good players, I'll score 20 for you. Coach said, no, I want you on the second line. Go create your own stuff. He goes, I don't really know how to do that. And now fast forward to where he is with the Oilers. When you're playing with McDavid and you're playing with Draisaitl on the power play and Nuge and the rest of the other Oilers that are talented, 30 goals is not that crazy. He might actually do it. And I was just kind of joking. I thought for sure he'll hit 20, but 30, I was kind of stretching it. Dare I say, should I just up this to 40? Should I just do it?
I mean, that was your original thing.
Well, all I'm trying to say, Calgary fan, is simply this. Stop arguing. It's over. We
it
lost
on
this
the chin.
trade. Take it on the chin like a man. Let's walk off. Let's just pretend like it didn't happen, and we go. Let's go win the division. Let's go do our thing. But if I hear one more Calgary Flame fan tell me that this trade was fair and or that we're on the verge of this is going to be great, then just remind yourself you're probably the same guy that kept saying, oh, don't worry, Neil will get 40 goals next year. And when Neil's going to get it hot in the playoffs. You're that same guy of last year. I guarantee it. Let it go. Please, and don't bring this up to me or I will fight you. I will physically probably fight you now because it's gone too far. It's gone too far. I can't handle it.
I can't see you like this.
I can't do it.
I can't see you like
I
this.
get upset.
You don't need the stress.
You know me.
You don't need
I'm
the
an
stress.
easygoing guy.
You're already
but
losing hours of sleep. You got a little one
it
at
is
home.
what it is. When
You
I
don't need it, Mitch.
when I see this, it just the numbers don't lie, guys. The numbers don't lie.
I get your rant because people are still trying to justify. Guys, just shut up. Wait till the playoffs. Fine. If they go further than the others in the playoffs, then you can say, thank goodness we did that. Okay? But
Sure.
until then, just take it on the chin. We're losing.
Well,
we look dumb.
I just
We look
I'm gonna let
so
it go.
dumb because now it looks like, wow, Calgary gave away a goal scorer and their best player in the playoffs last year.
Well done, guys.
Yeah,
Well done.
yeah.
From there, anything else in the NHL you want to touch and go on or anything?
No, you actually really, you actually brought it up. I mean, I wanted to talk about the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, you know, they got a lot of good pieces and it's incredible that they're undefeated. But I got to say, who do you think goes through a bigger regression? The Buffalo Sabres?
Yeah.
Or the Colorado Avalanche?
Ooh, good question. I would say it has to be Buffalo right now. I think Buffalo is playing great. They're a good team. They're probably the regression will be small. It won't be that big. I think any team that starts off hot, especially in hockey, it kind of follow that trend. I don't know why. Hockey seems to be that kind of sport. If you start fast, it seems to really help you along the way. You know what I mean? It really is. You know, what do they say? That if you're in the playoffs by the American Thanksgiving, which is only a month away, then you're basically into the playoffs. So
You got a
hockey,
great chance.
you have fast starts in hockey, you're in. So I'll say Buffalo might regress a little bit, because Colorado's hot, man. They're a good team.
One word, Toronto. That's it.
Well said. I'm. You know what? Let's talk about them really quickly.
Yeah.
I think the defensive side of the ball is the puck, I guess, is starting to show a little bit now. You know, it's starting to show, and I don't know what they got to do. Do they make trades? Do they have the money to make the trades? I don't know. Johnny Hockey's working on it.
I think they just got to sit tight.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself. I don't. Toronto's
so?
not. Yeah, it's not going to be like this for a while until they start they'll gel.
Yeah.
Right? They'll gel, and then they're going to start winning some games. But here's a good or for you. I just thought of it right now.
Sure.
Who is more likely, in your opinion, to make the final again? St. Louis or the Boston Bruins?
Ooh, that's good. You know what? I wanted to say this that day Johnny was on here. I think St. Louis has got a little chip on their shoulder because no one, you know, granted they made a huge run at the end, but still no one took them serious. And I think they're here this year to say, you know, we're here to make a stand for ourselves. You guys didn't take us serious last year. This year we're here. I'll say St. Louis, but I'm like biting my tongue because I still think Boston's just a better team overall. But I'll say St. Louis just to be that guy.
And I'm going to go Boston because
fair.
I think part of the spark last year was coming from last place.
Yeah.
And giving them that adrenaline push. I think Boston is just,
Agreed.
just still solid. Like you said, they got like another year or two of
Easily.
of this kind of mold
Easily.
here. No, well, maybe more, but you know what I'm saying.
Listen, from there, great little talk on hockey. I like starting hockey. It's a nice little appetizer to the
That's
whole
it.
meal.
Just
what I mean?
get on the ice.
So let's get to the
Go
main
for a
meal.
couple laps.
Let's jump over to the main meal real quick. We're gonna jump over to the NFL.
Let's
you know
get to
why?
the turkey dinner.
I teased it a little bit at the beginning. Monday Night Football. It's the Packers. It's the Lions. Great game. Hey, the Packers end up winning 22-20. Great game. Clean fashion. No
Very
problems.
Down the middle.
Do you want to say it or do I want to say it? You know what? I'll let you say it.
Okay, I'm just
Go
going to say
ahead,
it now. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I try to find any which way which I'm not wrong, okay?
Sure.
But here I am wrong, representing as a shareholder of the Green Bay Packers. Look, I was actually very disgusted at what I saw. Like, sure, okay, Green Bay wins. We're 5-1 in the division now. Life's good. But here's the thing. I'm still trying to find out where the hell these hands to the helmet
Right.
were. Like these calls are so bad and so blatantly obvious. And they really just changed the course of the game. Again, on the other side, it's like, yeah, I guess I'm happy as a Packers fan because, we got screwed maybe in the worst possible fashion against the Seahawks when the replacement refs were in.
Also a good
right?
point.
Like, it's not like...
See, people forget about
We
that.
forget, but it's not like the Packers haven't had their fair share of the football gods working against us, or when Seattle, came back in every possible scenario in the NFC Championship game that could have gone their way to be. So, look, things tend to happen, but I'm disgusted for two reasons. Number one, bad call. You really just killed the team that at least was starting to fight in the division. I mean, they got to fight the purple team and the Bears, and it's not like they're out of the mix.
That's true.
Right? So you gave them a loss. And the other one is, my God, week in, week out, the NFL, why are you guys so soft? What the hell is happening here?
It's true.
You know what, guys? I'm warning you, like Vince McMahon, he's coming. He's taking notes.
Well said, yeah.
He's looking at this, and he's going to give, now mind you, the talent pool's not going to be as good. We know that, but
right.
He's going to give a brand of football in the offseason that's going to be a breath of fresh air.
It's true.
And it's to the point, and I'm looking in my crystal ball, just like pucking around with Johnny and saying, there might be players that are sick and tired of playing in this league. Not these super elites, but the ones that are good enough to make the XFL better.
That's true. That's a
Those
good point.
mid-card guys that are maybe worth $500 to $2 million a year, right? That they can expense, that they can bring on these salaries. Guys, they're going to look and say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm going to go play that brand of football where I could go in and just murder the guy. I can juice a little bit because drug testing won't be as good. Let's face it, right? It's going to be like the UFC to boxing.
Sure.
Now, they're getting into the realm of where boxing was 15, 20 years ago, where it was boring and too much of this crap. And this is the UFC coming up, where it's the breath of fresh air. It's exciting. It's dynamic. Guys, they got to pay attention. Enough of this. Let these guys play. Okay, I'm getting sick.
To the last point of the Packers game, I'm going to say this to all you Lion fans and other fans of teams that have never won anything. And I'm not trying to be mean now, but to be the best, like Ric Flair says, you got to beat the best. Woo! But what that also means is that the champs will always get the calls. Were they shitty calls? Absolutely. But that's what happens when you're at Lambeau on Monday Night Football and you're 13-time champ. You just get the calls. So Lion fan, I know you got snubbed. I feel bad for you. But hey, you got to pick up your game. You got to start winning some games. So that's why I truly don't feel sorry for it, because it just is what it is. But I do want to say something. Week 6 is now come and gone, but there's other things that happen. There's 3 teams I want to talk about really quickly.
Sure.
In a new segment called Worried, Not Worried.
Oh.
Here we go. I want to talk a little bit about the Kansas City Chiefs. Last week we came on here, we said, hey, the recipe to beat this team might be out. It's on the internet. People are starting to put it together and figure it out. And at home, I mean, when have you ever seen the Kansas City Chiefs at home 2 weeks in a row and lose both games? One of the best home field advantage in all of Major League Sports, dare I say.
Stretching back to when Alex Smith was playing.
Absolutely.
Right? Not just this Mahomes era.
Absolutely. And now Kansas City has lost 2 in a row. Dimitri, are you worried? Not worried about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Actually, I'm very worried for the Kansas City Chiefs because no secret. I always say Mahomes is the quarterback of the future. You're looking at Rodgers 2.0 here. And maybe even better, right? Dare I say it? But let's look. If they're not willing to adapt and change it all up, they're going to be in really big trouble, because this was the problem we had with Green Bay for so many years. You got the quarterback that can make plays. I mean, this guy can throw the ball. His arm can be in any direction.
Sure. And
he can throw the ball. And I hope that they're not, oh, don't worry, we'll get there. Yeah, I am worried. I'm worried. They got to fix it. They have to fix something up. The Colts found something. They really, really did.
Absolutely did.
And so people are like, oh.
They're exposing it, and it's the defensive side of the ball. Kansas City's rush defense cannot stop the run. They are just having a problem there. They can't seem to do anything about it. They know it's a problem. They're trying to plug it, but they can't do anything about it. And the other thing is, to your point, they don't have a true running back. They have 3 guys they kind of count on, but those guys are just flair guys. Those guys going out in the corners, getting their little dumb passes and doing their thing. Yeah. Mahomes is in trouble because now no one is scared. They figured out how to stop this offense, and that does spell a little bit of disaster for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Other thing too, if you watch last year, a lot of the success from Mahomes too came in the form of Tyreek Hill.
Right.
That guy would run routes and just burn past everyone. It was freakishly fast. They were utilizing him on so many different plays. So they don't have that. I don't know if
he's back this week. He was back last week.
Yeah, he was. But that's what I'm saying. Like, did the teams just, figure out how to contain a guy like that, that does have crazy speed?
Sure.
Is he not did they rely on the one-off success? Mm-hmm. Like, did they peak too early? That's what I'm worried about. So Andy Reid's got to go and make adjustments.
Yes.
He's got to make big adjustments.
Agreed. Next team on my list, worried, not worried, the LA Ram Illuminati. Here's a team that people pegged to be back in the Super Bowl this year. They are now 3-3, and after last Sunday, I use this, I say this to my customers sometimes, especially when my email's not working or my printer's not working. Technology is your best friend. Ha ha ha. Only when it's working for you. It's your worst enemy when it's not. And that's exactly it. When Sean McVay is not maybe at his best calling the plays, boy, does Jared Goff fall apart. 78 passing yards. They got no run game. I mean, 78 passing yards from a team that is supposed to be the aerial, basically the Circus Soleil of football, like throwing the ball, running around,
but they
flying
should have
around.
a run game.
Well, at the end of the day, what is wrong? Are you worried? Not worried? LA Ram Illuminati.
I'm completely worried because you just said who the problem was. In my opinion, it's Jared Goff. Guys, this started from the Super Bowl. I know it was a low-scoring game. Both defenses did play well. But for what I saw from Jared Goff in the Super Bowl and what I'm seeing with him, guys, your quarterback is no good. He's mediocre at best. Okay, and there is a big problem, and you got to go into the drawing board and either find some. You got to work. He needs work.
There's something wrong.
He needs
yeah.
work. Guys, I'm sorry, but you can't have a receiving core like that and drop the ball. Brandon Cooks his numbers are so embarrassing. It's not even funny. I don't understand. You can't throw the ball. This is not good. Goff's a problem.
I agree. And to be honest, I thought, okay, everyone knew Gurley was out. That was announced pretty early into the week.
Fine.
So I said to myself, a couple of weeks ago, he threw 65 passes, Goff. So I'm like, why aren't they just doing the same? Were they trying to trick everyone and try to mix it up a little bit too much? Look, if you're good at one thing, stick to it. I don't know what's going on here. Is San Fran that good? Maybe, but I can't imagine. Look, San Fran definitely is better than I anticipated. They're good. We talked about it, and we'll get into it a little bit later. But
Paul, you called it.
You called it. But at the same time, I don't think the LA Ram Illuminati offense was that bad unless it's Sean McVay. Is there something wrong with Sean McVay, and that's wrecking that whole offense and really exposing it? So I'm with you. I'm worried about them. Getting Ramsey on their defense, yeah, it helps, but it's not the defense that's the problem here. It's the offense that needs a little bit of a fine tuning. Final team, worried, not worried. It's my Super Bowl contenders. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Are you worried, not worried? What's going on with Dallas? They started off 3-0, 0-3, and lost to the Jets. Now, granted, a little skewered there. But
yeah, fair. Look, I'm a little torn. Let me tell you what I'm not worried about the team that they have.
Right.
I'm worried about the coach that they have. What I'm most worried about is, for crying out loud, Jerry Jones. I love him because on one end, he's very loyal to his players. He's always, innocent until proven guilty. Give him a chance, whatever. Guys, Garrett's done. It's over. His time is done. They're if they continue, I'm telling you, if they don't let go of Jason Garrett, they are not making the playoffs. They are not going to make the playoffs. The Eagles are coming up. The Giants are there. Okay, and look, who else are you going to have to contend with for a wild card spot? For crying out loud, the Seahawks came to play this year. Okay, the Packers look like they are going to take that
Carolina
division.
Panthers.
Carolina's come to play with a backup quarterback.
Exactly.
Okay, the Niners.
I'm going to say this. I'm not worried. And not because I chose them to be in the Super Bowl, but this is why. I actually don't think Jason Garrett's the problem. I know my brother Nick, I'll tell you, listen, do I think he needs to be replaced sooner than later? Sure. But as of right now, their streak of three losses has a little bit to do with everybody. The offensive coordinator, Kellen, is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Jason, yeah, he might have lost the room, but they're not going to fire him midseason. So that's off the table for right now, okay? This team is very talented. This team is good. So it's the players. End of this, for me, Dak, he's been waiting for this contract. I don't know. Hey, Jerry, do you have to just pay him so that he starts playing better? And, give him that stuff?
But how do you pay him right now?
But you know what? This is the thing. I've said this once. I'll say it again. There's 32 teams in the NFL. There's only maybe 12 that are good. And Dak is one of those 12 that is good. If you don't pay him, he will go somewhere else. And then you're going to try to find, because for years, Dallas, remember this, you guys have been looking for a quarterback. Romo was great to you. He was there, but he's not there anymore. So gone's Romo, gone's Aikman. Dak is not a bad alternative, you guys. Right now, where's Zeke? Amari Cooper, when he's not playing, that whole team falls apart. So I don't know, Gallup, the rest of that team has to just assemble. And that defense, hey, they can't win every game for you, but they gotta steal a few games. So I'm not worried, but I do agree with you. Jason Garrett might have to be gone by the end of the year. But there it is. Worried, not worried.
They do. They got to cut the bleeding with this guy. They should have cut the bleeding 2 years ago.
Well, fair enough. But
okay,
you know what? Again, it comes down to. I mean, this is for every sport. We see it in hockey quite a bit because we're up here. Some teams, they give up on their coach, but. You know what? At the end of the day, I don't think he's that kind of guy that they don't like him. What else can he do?
That's the problem. Jerry Jones loves him.
Yeah, well,
and he keeps giving him chances. But there comes a point where you know what? You might be a good coach, but you got to go. You've capped.
I'm with you. He's not the best coach. He doesn't really bring anything to the game. But where is the team? This team is talented. Where are the players? That's my question.
If that O-line suffers any losses, that team is done for.
Well, they did. Their left tackle's out for a little while. That's part of the reason. But that's my point.
You're right.
But that's my point, is that it shouldn't come down to just the coach. It should be. I'm not worried about Dallas yet. I still think they can easily win their division, believe it or not. I think Philly is a little bit of a fraud.
Garrett's there, no playoffs.
All right. Hey, I like it. That's what real locker room talk is about. We're just talking. Like we're sitting in the locker room, buddy.
And you can forget it about it.
With that being said, let's quickly talk about the RLRT fantasy. Big week. You know what? It's the guys right now. Let's go through the top to the bottom. I want to talk about the bottom half. Why? Because you guys deserve to be spoken about.
Come on, we're all playing for the bottom half.
Isn't that the truth? At number 7, it's our guy. It's Marketing Matt and RLRT. We are strong at 7.
He's
at 3
dead
and 3.
last?
No. He's number 7. At number 8, it's the Evil Empire. Paul DeMac is at 2 and 4. It's Richards, Johnson, Travis at 2 and 4. At number 10 spot, it's Get Your Popcorn. Travis moved up a spot. Congrats, Travis. At 2 to 4. And then it's the last two guys. My brother Nick did move up one spot. He's still in relegation, but he's at 1 and 5. Jerry and the boys. And then Saquon These Nuts Taylor is down one spot to 1 and 5. So Nick and Saquon These Nuts are on the relegation move. So you say to yourself, well, that's the bottom half. Give me the top half, the better half.
That's right.
Everyone
PG
likes
half.
The PG half. Well, who's leading? Let's start from 6 and then we'll go up. How about that?
Yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah, I want to do it.
It's Sasquatch. It's Tasso at 4 and 2. He's number 6. It's Big Data. Big Data's fallen quite a bit. 2 spots. He's still 4 and 2, but he's dropped. It's Chupalo, maybe my favorite team out there at 4 and 2.
You know what? Hold on. I know that we said we'll align ourselves with Marketing Matt,
Yeah.
but after the name change,
I think Chupalo.
Can we jump on the Chupalo train?
Ask, you know what, Chupalo? Would you mind if me and Dimitri come
Just
and
let us know. Send us a message.
Quick little message.
You know, can we leave Marketing Matt for you? We like your name better, and quite frankly, your decision-making skills seem to be
and you know what I've noticed?
on par.
Big Data's got a picture of Mahomes on. No wonder he's dropped to 4 and 2. I just noticed there. At number 3, it's the absolute units. It's Calvin Tommy. He's at 4 and 2. Who's number 2? You say?
It's got to be.
It's Timo time. It's Milan. He's sitting at 4 and 2 as well at number 2. So what does that mean?
California Dan.
It's Ace in the Jar Daniel at 5 and 1, holding it tight.
Wow.
As the number 1 spot in the RLRT fantasy.
Crazy.
You know what? The one thing we need to do is you need to talk to your California connection.
Okay.
Because we suck at pools this year. We are not ourselves.
No, we're not. Something's going on.
So, as you can probably tell, Tasso beat us last week. And, I said to myself, okay, Dimitri, you and I usually, last year we had a good year. Like I was up 4 games.
That's
you
right.
came back, tied me. Then we changed it up a little bit. So we're changing it up again.
Yeah.
I feel like when me and you are picking, we tend to be on the same schedule, but then on those couple of games that we don't agree on, we're convincing the other guy.
That's right. The problem is we're showing up to a urinal and we're more concerned about what's going on beside us than what's in front of us.
Isn't that the truth?
And it makes a mess.
Well said, sir. Well said. So what we've done is we talked to Tasso. We're playing him again, obviously.
That's right.
Based on the rules.
Congratulations. Win 1.
Win 1.
You're still 3 behind Paul.
That's true. So big work. But guess what? You're not against me and Dimitri this week. You're just up against Dimitri. Because I said, I'm going to stand back. I'm going to let you fight.
That's right.
And if you need me to jump in, I'll jump in. But I'm going to let you fight one-on-one.
Let me tell you something, Tasso. You're so high and mighty and you won your first week. Woo-hoo-hoo. So you got to kiss on the first date. Relax. Pump your brakes. This is why Mitch and I are professionals.
That's what we do.
You think boxers go into the ring and they expect the left hook to hit him in the side of the head? No, they don't, but they adjust.
That's
and
right.
They come up with a game plan.
That's right.
And that's why I'm picking this week. And if I win, I win. But if I lose, we got a plan for it.
We got a plan for
Doesn't
you.
matter.
Don't you worry.
Overall, the house wins.
We're always one step ahead, Tasso.
We're adjusting. This is experience.
Now, here are the games you and Tasso did agree on. It's the Chiefs, the Rams, the Bills, and that's Tasso's 5-star pick of the week. The Jaguars, the Packers, the Texans, the 49ers, and the Pats are the games that you guys agreed on. Which games did you not agree on? It's the Vikings and the Lions. Tasso took the Lions. You took the purple team.
Hey, you know what? Something's a brewing there. The $1 million man, Kirk DiBiase, is starting to trend in the right direction. You better watch out, especially after the win last week. This is a really good road game for them.
I like it. The Cards are playing the Giants. Tasso, he's a card guy. I don't know if you know it, but he's a card guy. You took the G-Men.
I did. Look, I like what I see at home, and I just, it is an interesting game. It could go either way, but Tasso, I just played home advantage this week.
I like what you did there. It's the Titans against the Chargers. Two very bad games by both teams last week. Tasso decided, hey, I can't go bad by taking the Titans. You said, hey, I can't go bad by taking the Chargers. I have this is a box game on NFL pools, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and the only reason I took the Chargers is because, we talked about this theory last week. When a team does absolutely horrible, like lose to the Steelers on Sunday Night Football in the most embarrassing fashion of all time, you'd think that they'd come back, and Tennessee seems like a team that they could beat.
Absolutely. Next game is the Saints and the Bears. Tasso said, hey, it's all about defense. I'm taking the Bears. I don't know if that's true. And then you took the Saints. You said, hey, why go against something that ain't broke? Saints are clearly fine with Terry Bridgewater.
They found something. But not only did I take the Saints, I also took the Saints as our five-star money-making matchup of the week.
Beautiful. Well done. And in the Sunday night game, I'm looking forward to this one. It's the Cowboys. It's Philly. Tasso took the Cowboys. You took the Philly.
Hey, I told you, Garrett's there. You're out. You're done.
I like it.
Hey, look, I think Philly is starting to smarten up a little bit.
You might be onto something there. You might be onto something.
But this is just what I think. You never know, guys.
You never know.
Look, just like anyone who plays a pools ticket or puts any action in on a Sunday, we all know how the NFL goes. There is no rhyme or reason. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
It's zero.
It's really frustrating. It's driving me crazy lately, actually. All right, it's time for a little bit of the Major League Minute playoff edition. Dimitri, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Jeff, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it. And starts now.
Look, spoiler alert. There isn't much to talk about because, unfortunately, this season is getting funneled right down to the wire as we're getting closer to the finals. But let me tell you what's happening. Right now, the Astros and the Yankees, my pick, are tied at 1 apiece, but we record on Tuesdays. They are playing tonight. The Astros were up 4-1 on the bottom of the 8th, so we're going to see how that pans out. Let's move over to the other side. We're over here now. The Washington Nationals, not the Expos. Get that out of your head. They are not the Expos. Don't think I forgot, but they're up 3-0 over the Cards, and I don't think that game's going past 4. But I just want to bring something out. Look, the Strassi, baby, sugar, honey. This guy's doing nothing but great stuff. Just want to throw a stat your way. A 1.10 ERA, the third lowest in postseason history. The guy's worth his weight in gold. That's your Major League Minute.
54.44 seconds.
And that's how you take an inch and make it a mile.
Well done. Well done. I like
Seeing
that.
as how we're Minute Men.
Yes, we are. Definitely. 100%.
And Jeff, why don't you cue the music for Mitch starting now?
Well, here we go. It's the CFL Maclin Minute. 3 weeks remain in the longest season of football that I've ever seen. I didn't realize that the CFL season was 21 weeks long. We're in week 19 of this season. But guess what? It's fun. There's a 3-way going on in the West. Tie, that is.
You have my
attention. It's the Stampeders, it's the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and it's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, all tied with 10 wins, heading for the final 3 weeks of the season. Winner take all. The winner will lead the West, take over the West, and have that first round bye. But that also means that somebody in the West, the Edmonton Eskimos, looks like they're going to go over to the East. So here it is, CFL fan. What happens if Calgary, Edmonton meet in the Grey Cup in Calgary for the 100-year anniversary? Wow. P.S. Calgary fans, buy some CFL Grey Cup tickets. What's going on?
57.17.
I think I got this down to a science.
It's crazy.
I think I got it down to a
You can
science.
feel the minute.
I feel it.
It's the experience.
It's right there.
It's the experience.
Yeah, I know exactly
we know
when I'm
what a
about to
minute
go. Yeah, it's true. It's so true. It's so true.
The only place we take too much time is at Alchemy Studios.
Are you guys still there? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What do you guys talk about?
You guys take 5 minutes to explain a minute.
You know, we have gotten some emails about that.
And it's funny, we're doing it right now. That's the craziest part. We're like, you know what? Why don't we do the minute segment? You know, shorten it up, get the point across. But you're right. We got like a 3-minute intro. Then we do the minutes. Then we got to talk about it after.
Then we got to talk about it after.
And that's your CFL Maclin Major League 10-minute.
10-minute, 1 minute. Exactly. All right. From there, we finish. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. It's time for everyone's favorite. It's rapid banter. Dimitri, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Jeff, you ready? Here we go. Let's start it off with a nice one. NFL. Baker Mayfield has 25 interceptions in his first 20 games in the NFL. It seems as though he wants to break Brett Favre's record of 336 over his illustrious career. Do you think he could do it this year?
Are we still talking about line cook Mayfield?
Rapid banter. Gymnastics. Simone Biles, U.S. gymnast, over the weekend won her 25th gymnastic world championship. People say she's the GOAT. What gymnastic exercise do you think you would excel in, Dimitri?
Oh, easy floor exercise.
Rapid banter. Major League Baseball. Where were you October 14th, 2015? The illustrious bat flip heard around the world. Was the bat flip too much or not enough?
Not enough.
Rapid banter. NFL. Cowboy fans have started a GoFundMe account to pay out Jason Garrett's contract. How much do they need?
Up to $10.
Rapid banter.
That's market value, by the way.
Who has bagged more quarterbacks, Lisa Ann or the Cleveland Browns?
Cleveland Browns.
Rapid banter.
That's a good one.
NFL, the Dolphins are the epitome of if you have lemons, make lemonade. They're literally the worst team in the league. However, for tailgaters, guess who they have in their parking lot? It's everyone's favorite. It's Bang Bus has been hanging out there. Bang Bus or fake taxi?
Talk about canned tuna.
Rapid banter. I told you guys, I don't tell him any of this. He just literally comes up with this by himself. NFL. Bridgewater and Kyle Allen are both 4-0 since Breeze and Newton have gone down. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you came?
Rapid banter. Lots of talk that OBJ should be traded. Would you trade a guy that wears a $2 million watch on the field?
If that's what it costs for a BJ, yeah.
Rapid banter. You know what I did, Jeff? I opened up the can of worms.
You did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's,
or the can of tuna.
Yeah, no, it's NFL. Antoine Bolden announces his retirement. 14 seasons. He's got a Super Bowl. 2003 Rookie of the Year. 2015 Walter Payton Man of the Year. 14,836 career yards. Hall of Famer or nice try, hit the pine.
That's more pennants than the Cleveland Browns have.
Rapid banter. Tom Brady has lowered the sale of his home by $5.6 million. Just wasn't selling. Was Tom inflating the price of his house?
Taking a lesser contract for the greater good.
Rapid banter. Terrell Owens once again wants to be relevant. He thinks Jason Garrett is killing the franchise. Should Terrell just shut up?
I think we found our new head coach.
Rapid banter. I hate that guy so much. It's crazy. I don't know why.
He knows. He knows.
MVP race, Russell, Mahomes, Watson, or McCaffrey? Who's the front runner now?
Russell.
Rapid banter. Let's see here. Okay, listen to this. This is a legit one. So Taylor Swift has a banner at the Staples Center. LA King fans hate it to the point where they've gotten so much email and hate mail of it that every LA Kings game now, they go up and they take Taylor Swift's banner down just for that game. So when the Clippers are playing or the Lakers are playing, they'll put it up. But King games, they bring it down. Are the Kings your new hero?
I knew she was trouble when she walked in.
Rapid banter. Religion. The Pope accidentally prayed and blessed the Saints on Sunday. Is God a Saints fan?
Well, yes.
Rapid banter.
He's not a New Jersey Devils fan, I'll tell you that.
Listen to this. Little League World Series champs visited the White House the other day, and Trump said, well, how are you guys getting home? And they said, well, we're waiting for the bus. He goes, no problems. Air Force One, fire it up. Is that an amazing ride or a waste of taxpayers' money?
Amazing ride.
Rapid banter. How can you guys be against this guy? He's giving
Air
little
Force
kids
One, the little
flights
leaguer?
home.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but then you got to sit there listening to Trump for the whole flight.
Again, well said. And well said. Yeah, absolutely. Comedy. WWE superstar and former strongman Mark Henry is literally taken to the stage. He's trying to be a comic. What's harder, lifting heavy weight or getting big laughs?
Getting big laughs.
Rapid banter. I told you this earlier. Gamers, for those that play Fortnite, the guy that created it, I don't know what he did. He created a black hole. The game does not exist anymore. Dimitri, what should kids do now to pass their time?
Play outside once.
Rapid banter. Patrick Marleau is back. Did the Cinderellas do the right thing on bringing the old man Marleau back?
Yes.
Rapid banter. We're almost done. Kirk Cousins, since he's been called out, he's caught fire. Were we wrong about Kirk Cousins?
Oh, no, we're still right, but this will last a few games.
Rapid banter. NHL. Flames goalie Rittich, he needs to get 2 pucks off his head before he leaves practice, every practice. He asks the coach to fire 2 pucks off his head. Goalies are weird, or no, that makes sense.
Maybe he can keep 2 pucks out of the net.
Whoa, rapid banter. Oh, that's it. Well done. All right, last one. It's tennis. Novak is leading Nadal by only a few points at the end. Who's going to pull it off at the end for the tennis championship?
Djokovic.
Rapid banter. There it is. Rapid banter. For actually, you know what? I got one last one, Jeff.
Okay.
Movies.
Oh.
The Joker has been everyone's talking about this, okay?
Yeah.
My question is this. Is the Joker the most popular comic book villain?
Lately, it seems like it.
Rapid banter. There it is. Okay, now we're done.
That's
really good.
Joker.
Yeah, that's really good. That's it. I got one for you, real quick one.
Okay.
Mahomes or Watson?
Mahomes.
Really?
Yeah.
After watching
Yeah,
that the other
Mahomes.
day, I thought,
Yeah.
You know what? Because they're going to be like the new Marino and Montana comedy. Like, you know what I mean? Those two are going to go
Yeah.
at it for a little while.
Did you watch the new Joker movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't
Is
seen
it good?
it either. No, I wanted to do an or.
Literally, everyone says it's fantastic.
Okay, roster, I'm going to do an or for you. Put it on the Facebook page.
Right.
Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix.
Amazing actors, both of them.
Yeah, and 2 great Jokers.
And what's it about this Joker character that these actors like seem to turn it on for this
They
guy?
go crazy.
Yeah, well, that too. But it seems like they do their best performances trying to emulate.
See on
this guy.
social media, Jared Leto, by his version of the Joker, they hate him. They're blasting him all over. They have all, like, there's memes where they have all the old Jokers, like, playing.
Wasn't Nicholson the Joker? In
Yeah,
one of those old
that's
He was the
Batmans?
original, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Kind of.
And they got all the old Jokers like playing, having fun, and then Leto's behind a tree because they didn't invite him. Like it's just like they're roasting the guy.
He wasn't that bad.
I didn't think so, but
yeah.
it looked like he had braces though.
Yeah, it did.
You know,
No,
it's like
true.
Joker. Why you need braces?
But
Who's his orthodontist?
yeah, we'll see. You know what? We should call the F word and find out about this Joker.
That's
thing.
who knows.
That's who knows.
That's who
what we're
knows.
gonna call.
G-Man.
I haven't seen the new one, but Heath Ledger's tough to beat. He's
Well, that's what I'm
tough to
saying.
beat,
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I told you the or segment is just one of those things. It really works, Jeff. It really works.
It's amazing. If we were single, we'd use it at the bar.
I think
Pro
we-
tip, single guys.
Yeah.
Would you rather him or me?
Right.
They got to pick one. It's a yes question.
I see what you're saying.
You're welcome, single ladies.
that's the only choice. There's no third
That's it.
choice.
There's no
done.
third choice. Yeah, exactly.
Done.
You know, speaking of choices, speaking of what you said earlier, you brought up rivalries. Me and you were trying to figure out Maga or Malaka. What are we gonna do for Maga Malaka?
Tough
today?
week.
Tough week. We were really searching this week. So we said we said, well, listen, I got into a little bit of the rant about Calgary Edmonton trading. You watched your Texas Longhorns versus the Sooners.
That's right.
So we said rivalries, and we said, hey, you know what? It doesn't have to be sports rivalries. There's rivalries in everything.
There is.
So I Googled rivalries, and you'd be surprised. A lot of things come up.
Okay.
A lot of things come up.
People are competitive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Watch this, Jeff. This is. I think you're gonna like this one. All right. Here we go. So rivalries, Maga or Malaka.
Done.
Ready?
I'm
All right.
ready.
Are they Maga or Malaka?
Done.
Correct?
Maga being
Maga,
good,
Malaka. Yeah.
Malaka being bad.
So a nice easy one. The Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers. Maga or Malaka rivalry.
Malaka. Lately, not interested.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I'm just,
No.
to me, that's easy
Right.
over the plate.
Nice and easy. How about this one for you? Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
Oh, Maga.
Maga.
Big controversy.
It's a big controversy.
Big controversy.
You know they don't like each other.
They don't.
No,
They
there's
don't.
no way
Even
they
after
do.
the apology. You know, they still don't.
How about this one? This one, I got to be honest, when I'm YouTubing at night, right before I go to bed, I might pull this up more than I should. And I never watched the show. It's The Office, Dwight and Jim, Maga or Malaka.
I got to tell you, I actually have never seen The Office.
You never seen it?
That makes me the Malaka.
Yeah, you're the Malaka. Buddy, you got to watch. It is excellent.
It's not because I don't want to. I heard the best things. Just I didn't get into it, and I'm watching all
fair
this.
enough. No.
I feel like
you gotta pull it up tonight.
It's
Watch
pretty
it.
entertaining.
It's pretty.
I
it's
heard,
very-
I
yeah,
heard,
it's
I
good.
heard.
All right, here's another one then, and you might know this one a little bit more than I do because this one I don't see. It's the opposite. It's weird. I didn't know that.
Okay, see, that's why we
What
need-
about
we
a
need a
little
team.
South Park? Kyle and Cartman, Maga or Malaka?
Oh, that's Maga.
That's Maga.
Yeah, they took it to good levels.
They did.
Yeah, they took it to really high levels.
Here's one for
Hartman's
Jeff.
a dick, and I love
What
it.
about Al Bundy and Marcy Darcy, Maga or Malaka?
That to me is Maga. That is, you know what, Mitch? You don't do a lot of things right. But when it comes to these segments,
Sure.
yeah, home runs.
All right.
That was
Good to
that's
know.
your best work 2019.
All right. Well, I feel like we should just end it right there, man.
Done.
I don't want to
Done.
wreck it, That's it. All right. Here's one for you because I know you're going to like this one. Hold on a second.
Bundy and Marcy.
Homer and Ned Flanders, Maga or Malaka?
I'm gonna say Malaka.
Yeah.
I want a little more.
I
want
do. They're
Flanders.
not really at each other.
Nah, it's like
Right.
if Flanders get a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
maybe in
Agreed.
the name of God, keep
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
in the confines.
Keep it there.
I wish Homer messed with him more.
Well, let's jump over to a couple of sport ones. What about the Canada versus USA, Maga or Malaka?
Maga, but lately only in women's hockey.
Very true. Well said. Well said. What about, let's go back to the movies. How about a little Van Damme and Seagal, Maga or Malaka rivalry?
If you were around during that time, Maga.
For sure,
It
Maga.
was Maga because we all wanted to know who could win.
Seagal could kill him. Seagal could
against
kill him.
Frank Dukes.
He could kill him.
No,
I
way.
actually think
Under-
Seagal wouldn't know the difference and he
You
would kill him.
need to watch a Seagal movie from the last 10 years.
Yeah, come
I
on,
have.
man.
There's-
Man, yeah, thank you, Jeff. Van Damme stayed in shape. Look, I'll give it to you. Under Siege Seagal, that's a respectable Seagal. But
you
you're
ever-
telling me that he's up against Bloodsport Van Damme? No way.
Did you ever notice that Seagal never even got punched in the face in any of the fights he was in? Like he never really
That's
got
even worse. Now he doesn't even hit the face.
Yeah. He's crazy.
These new Seagal movies make Lee Majors look good.
I can't even tell. I can't even tell if that's Seagal or Wayne Newton.
Buddy,
no clue.
He's always
speaking
got
of
the
that guy,
scarf, right?
crazy.
I saw him at the Vegas game the other day.
Who, the Newton?
Newton, man, that dude looks like he's gonna melt.
I
Like
know.
if he's around the wrong light, he could melt.
But he's got a great set of teeth. Like those have stayed intact.
How old is
entire-
Newton? How old
He's
is
got to be
Newton?
70s.
131.
He's got.
Hold on.
Dude. I
Hold
bet
on.
you he's the
No,
80s.
Okay,
he's
Google.
80s. He's a vampire, man.
How old is Wayne Newton?
Dun, dun,
77
dun.
years old.
77,
Wow.
eh?
Guy,
You know what? Vegas aged him. Vegas aged him. Mr. Las Vegas. Respect to you, sir. Respect to you.
No,
couple
time
more.
to kill
Here we
aged
go.
him.
Here we go. A couple more, real quick. Let's get Letterman versus Leno. Maga Malaka rivalry.
you know what? That was a good one. You know, if you're around like mid to late 90s, yeah, I'll say Maga.
You know what? And I heard they hated each other too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard
yeah.
that too. Let's go with a little couple of sports ones. Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, rivalry, Maga or Malaka?
MAGA for me.
For Maga, yeah.
That's what MAGA. Yeah, trash talk at its finest.
All right, 2 more and we're done. Jerry Seinfeld and Newman, Maga or Malaka
Hello,
rivalry?
Jerry. MAGA.
But I go back to the Homer and Ned Flanders. They didn't really go out of the way
You're right, Malaka. They could have. You're right.
They
You're right. They
could've
could
gone
have
more
done
at
more.
Last one. It's a simple one. It's Brandy Love or Jennifer or Nicole Aniston, Maga or Malaka with rivalries.
Look, those guys get at each other. That is how crazy this rivalry is. They know no boundaries.
There's no boundaries.
There's no limits.
They go to every extreme.
They are at each other's throats day in, day out. Maga.
There it is. Done and done. Episode 98, 2 more to the century. I don't believe it.
We still don't even know what we're going to do for the 100th show. We actually don't.
Send us in your ideas.
Send us, please. We need ideas. But look, before we get to the 100th show, we got to respect the 98th show, where we are today. Who gets us there? Who helps us? How do we get across that finish line? It's alchemystudios.ca. It's adversity.com. It's agapegreekradio.com. Look, roster, you supported us, but tell a friend. Please do your shares. Get them into the locker room. Help us out. At Mitch and Dimitri. RealLockerRoomTalk.com. Get us on iTunes. Get us on Podbean. Get us on the Facebook and Instagram channels. Please and thank you. Thank you for all your support. 98 in the locker. Mitch and Dimitri in the showers.
See you guys. Have a great week.
Yeah, that's right. Enjoy your week. Yeah, those are so funny. Rivalries. It's true, man. But like, it's funny how, like, what do they got to do to? Because look, the Sooners and Longhorns, right?
Yeah.
That rivalry will actually never go away.